Okay, now it should work, right? Hello, hello. Okay, now it should work, right? Alright. Basically, I haven't streamed in 8 weeks. 6 weeks. That's why it's every time it's like from the scratch, all the skills. Anyways, so hi everyone. Oh no. Hi everyone. Today I'm gonna talk about the animatics, and I completed my first animatic, as I discussed in my previous 2 streams about how I made the story, how I drew the story, how I storyboarded the story, and now I combined all of those frames I created and storyboards into like kind of like a draft movie, draft animation with sound and with audio. And I have to say, it's pretty incredible because I mean, it looks like real. It's been. I'll go layer by layer. So it's been very intense because it's one thing to make the images and stuff, but it's another. 1 second. Okay, it works. So what is animatic? Animatic is like basically when you combine all your images. You see them here. 1 second. No. Oh my god. This is my timeline, right? And so animatic is basically like all those images, all those still images or that I made, I drew and generated. They connected as a story with like zooms and pans over it, so they make it look realistic. Like, for example, let's go here. Like, see how it's zooming in the image. It's all of it. I mean, let's go back to this one. For example, I show you, like, I basically, like, there's like dynamic zoom, and you play with I use DaVinci Resolve, and you just use the tools. They have all the tools, so you can make it look alive with just zooms and pans over like still images. But the challenge was that I have like 400 of those images, so you can see, right, there's like 400 images here, and if you zoom in a little bit, you see that not all of them are equal. Some of them are longer than the other one. It's because you need to decide. 1 second. You need to decide which image, where you want to spend more time or like move quicker, or like you want to, here I want to stop and spend more time, here I want to like just bam 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 bam, step by step. So yeah, and that was the creating of this timeline was kind of very challenging, because that's basically directing. So I started with those 400 hand-drawn storyboards. Then I used my custom app that I made, the Alchemist, the one that I shared before. I used AI as a digital paintbrush, basically, and then made a timeline with sound and audio, like in DaVinci. And that was super hard because you you are in three-dimensional world here, because here you deal with image, with not only with image, you deal with image, with, I mean, you deal with sound effects, and it's actually unbelievable how sound effects are like, they just make everything alive, you know, like it just makes the story feel alive. And let me try to show you some of it, just to give you an idea. So for example, you see here, I have some sound effects here, like if I zoom in here, sci-fi spaceship ambience. I just go to like this app, Epidemic Sound, and they have like sound effects. You just search for any sound effect you want, or you can AI generated them with 11 Labs or someone like 11 Labs. And the sound over the, it's just an image, right? It's just an image, just a simple image, but sound with zoom makes it look alive. And the decision has to be made not only like what image, what sound, what's composition on the image, but also like how the movement, you know, like, do you zoom in, do you zoom out, do you zoom in quickly or you zoom out quickly, do you pan quick, pan down, pan up, pan like right, left, and like what's the transition, and how long you want to stay on this frame. It's crazy. It's like so many decisions. I'm actually blown away by amount of decisions I needed to make to just like kind of uh, get through it. It was really hard. I'm not gonna lie. I spent non-stop like 10 days, I think, just making this thing, and the animatic, and then I got really burnt out, and I mean, I needed to do other work, but anyways, I came back to it and I posted it. A link will be in the description to that animatic, of this, in the description of this stream. But yeah, man, it was, whew, it was really, I really reached the edges of my understanding and of my knowledge. And what I mean by this is, I mean, it's one thing to deal with, like, you write, then you draw the story, you imagine it, world building, like how it looks, blah, blah, blah. But then when it's animation, when it's not like live action, you are in charge of physics, like lights and all the rules and what moves where and how, and it was quite overwhelming to decide. But then you just like, okay, fine, you just layer by layer, you use some references, obviously. I watched a lot of like content to just get ideas, and you know, to feed myself with information. And after this, by the way, after this process of creating animatic, I can't, I look at movies and anime and any entertainment, visual entertainment, like differently. I'm like, I look at it and I see the, wow, I see the work behind it. Like, how did they do this? Oh wow, they like, especially anime, especially old anime, there are so many techniques, the way they, because they post every week, like they release every week the episode. It's insane to release 20 minutes. Now I realize it's a nightmare. And so how do they do that? They have a lot of clever techniques, like, you know, like they use the background, uh everything moves, or only background moves, or like nothing moves, only they move only the mouse of the character. And like, or like slow pan, and the music and sound effects are so beautiful that it kind of is enough for you to just keep a hold of you. So it's like it's it's poetry. It's literally a poetry, like how to play with visuals and sound and juggle it, so you kind of convey the message, keep the attention, and entertain, and kind of keep them following your like story and your narrative. And it's, man, it's it feel like I like third eye open, like boom, and like I'm like, oh, I see now, and there's no way back, and it's kind of exciting. And because I feel like, when you do something, when you want to do something, then you do it and you don't like it because it was so hard. You're like, fuck, do I really want to do it? It's so hard. I reached the point where it was like, it's hard. I have 400 frames. I have a story, and I need to make this 400 frames. I need to decide for each what type of zoom pan, like how long, and like the transition, and like how all they all connect to each other, and sound for each sound effect, dialogues. It's like it's like engineering work. It's like I build software products and hardware products. It's kind of similar in many ways. It's similar, and I stopped after completing it, and now I had time to digest and reflect. And do I want to keep doing it? Do I like it? Yes. Yes, 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 indeed. And I not only like it, I love it, and I will. What's cool about it, like, I like the story I'm making. I want to see the story I'm making. Like, I literally want to watch it. I want to see the complete result, because this is the first episode out of 10, 12 episodes, because I can't make the entire thing. I want to go like chapter by chapter. So, and I kind of decided that I'll basically like episodical approach, and my story fuels my motivation. Basically, that's where I'm going with it. I work on the first episode. While I work on the first episode, I'm thinking about my next episodes, and it's like I'm like doing some like boring stuff, like like move files here, do that, do this. There's a lot of boring stuff involved in this. Like, again, it's super technical job. Once you know the story, once you locked in, once you are like, okay, pre-production over, like I'm in production, it's literally becomes like it's like a manufacturing, and you have time to think, and then like you just this character, like what it will do, where it goes, like what happens next, and then you start thinking about next steps, next episodes, and once like, oh wow, wouldn't it be cool to do that, and so, or wouldn't it be cool to do that, and in the next episodes, and or in for entire story, and like because the characters also they reveal themselves. Like, for example, I know I created them, but like once you put them on paper, and especially in animatic, and especially you see them talking, you hear them talking, because I added dialogue with 11 labs. I added dialogue. Man, that is like they are on their own. Like they just they tell you in a way what they want, which makes it very interesting. And I am honestly thrilled to be doing it. Like, I mean, anyway, what I mean by so I'm just, I am, how to say, I'm just super excited. I don't want to overplay it, but like, I mean, man, I really am. It turned out to be better than I expected. The experience itself, it's like, again, I decided to turn like to kind of go with storytelling, because as a creative person with tons of ideas, when you like, I was into like product, I was making consumer electronics, I shared it before, blah blah blah, okay, but I decided to go into storytelling. Why? Because with storytelling I can use my ideas like every day. It's not in one product. Like, oh, wouldn't be great to make a space protection state defense station look like, I don't know, like this, or like, for example, the opera is like, I'm really proud about like the opera design, right? Like it's, I just drew it, like I made a drawing. I'm like, well, make it look like a kind of like a shell jellyfish type of thing that is like clearly hard to make because of all this, sorry, all these curves and all this stuff. And I talk so fast, there's no oxygen, so I'm yawning. And, or like make an emperor's car like a glass made of like glass, and it's so unique. Or like make a spaceship look like a dagger. One second here, let me show you. Look at it. It looks like a dagger because it will go and pierce through the force field and dome of the force field over city. And I'm like, why not? Let's make the freaking spaceship that looks like a dagger. And you won't be able to do that if you work in like software development, or like if you make like physical products or digital products. You will be able to do some creativity, but not at that scale. I use my ideas every day. I use my I use my creativity. I use like literally like all ideas, they go in. I don't wait for like, I have a great idea, I will use it later. I have some of it, but no. Or like, look at this. Look at the opera, like how like the scene opens, like it looks like shell, or like the opera singers like on the crystals that moved while they sing. I mean, it was so exciting to imagine all of this and like to kind of like let my imagination loose. Very satisfying. So yeah, and dialogues were not as easy as I thought they will be. I didn't want to. I didn't want them to talk too much. I didn't want too much exposition to bore you and bore the viewer. I wanted like just like bang, 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 bang. I'll try to turn it on. Let's see what will happen. I wonder if you can hear it, because I have this. Let me see. Is it working? Let me try 1 second. I have black hole. This like thing that like to get the sound from my from my screen, like, from my computer. To get sound from because I don't see anything on an equalizer. When volume on. Sorry for this. I want to show you. I want to share it with you. And you know what? Let's try this. New virtual device. Oh, I see. Source DaVinci. Monitors. How about now? I'm using this app. God, I hate it. Sorry, it's just like, I wish all of it was a bit easier, but it's not. All right. Okay, now it works. Perfect. Let me see. Check, 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 check. There's a bit of a delay. Okay, it works. You're getting the sound. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna share now the screen. What if I do this? I wonder, what if I do the full screen? Nope, it's not full screen. All right, anyways. What if I share a different thing here? I know what I'll do. I'm gonna just share the... Yep, there it is. Wait. I'm gonna... make myself really small. Okay, let's go. Let's watch it.
What's the big deal?
Shh! People can hear you. It comes out once a year.
All readings clear. What's the point of all of this? It's quite literally impossible to approach the planet.
Cut it out. Focus, like your life depends on it.
Oh, wait. 1 second. I messed up. 1 second. Okay. I start from here. Oh my fucking god. Let me do the
Who is stupid enough to do that?
Deploy Alpha. Red alert. Cut the transmission.
So
Tell us
all
who
the
you
voices
are
generated
before
with
we
11
end
labs.
you.
Now, General. Show us some respect for getting access to such a special event. It wasn't easy, might I add.
A weapon?
Consider this your final destination, yours and your family's.
What's going on? What's that noise?
Shut down the feed.
We trying?
Let's not get hasty, General. We brought a package. A 100-kiloton bomb. The detonator is synced to our heartbeats. If one of our hearts stops beating, the bomb blows. That dome, your perfect protection, will become your perfect grave. It'll contain the blast, keeping the civilians outside safe. Just the way you rulers prefer it, I'm sure.
Initiate spectral analysis.
What do we do, sir?
Alpha Group, stand by. Do not engage. Do you copy?
Let's all
Isn't
relax.
it cool?
The bomb only goes off if one of us dies. We don't want to kill anyone, and I'm sure you don't want to harm us either.
You cowards! hiding behind masks while you hold thousands hostage. You think this clever scheme makes you untouchable?
Ironic, coming from the butcher of Sarah. Your orders alone are responsible for the deaths of at least 5 million civilians on that planet.
I want everything on them. Leave no rock unturned. IDs, connections, family. Find me something.
We've identified the leader, Karen, former Imperial Navy. The records show he went rogue, refused a direct order, and died in battle. He's been a ghost ever since.
Meryl belongs to one of the founding families. This can't be right.
Para, mid-level Imperial bureaucrat processing allocations for occupied border worlds. She unknowingly approved the border planet pacification that killed her husband and daughters.
Yael. His brother was detained and executed for publishing an anti-imperial book.
Devon, Cressian Republic Special Forces. His unit was wiped out in a border clash. The Republic listed them all as MIA.
None of them have reason to love the Empire.
We are the voice of the unheard. We come to tell the Emperor of the suffering his people endure, and to ask why he turns a blind eye. The people of this empire are being boiled alive. The further you are from the center, the higher the temperature rises. It stays just below the threshold of pain, yet we suffer while you, the chosen ones beneath the dome, enjoy the opera. Something must change. Your rule no longer represents the people.
Shut down the damn feed. Whatever it takes, shut it down now.
Fight me right here, right now.
I will grant your wish, but not today. Find me on the battlefield, and I will put you down like the mad dog you are. But there is someone here who has never faced consequences for his actions. Before we leave, I would like the Emperor's right hand, his chief advisor, to step forward.
Oh, why such attention for a mere advisor?
Quick, we don't have time. Please raise the hand with which you signed the so-called pacification of Sarah.
What is the meaning of this?
Raise your hand! Ladies and gentlemen, this is the hand of the man who masterminded the annexation of Sarah under the pretext of pacification and the attack on the Kelter planet. Wars of choice, wars of conquest, wars that cost 230 million lives, including the wife and daughter of my comrade.
Oram, citizen of Sarah. His wife and daughter died during the pacification of the planet.
We can't return what was taken from them, but this hand will give them justice, a glimmer of hope, and remind you that the Empire bleeds too.
Death! You will pay for this.
We already did. Time to go.
Stop right there.
How dare you ignore me? I will bring the whole Empire down on your heads. There will be no corner of this galaxy where you can hide. Every planet that sheltered you, every name connected to you, I will find them all.
That's the plan.
I'll need you to trust me. Run!
But where?
They are leaving. Let them through. Get a cruiser to the plaza, now.
Approaching the plaza. Waiting on your next orders.
Do not engage. I repeat, do not engage. Hold your positions. Let them through.
Copy that.
We're parading them like heroes. Like heroes!
This is unbearable!
Quiet! I repeat, do not engage. Let them through.
Stand down. Lower your weapon. That's an order.
What's your name, soldier? Who do you serve, soldier? Look at them. Look at them. Not the Emperor and his circle.
Lower down your weapon.
Let's go.
I repeat, lower down your weapon. Plaza, landed. Boarding in progress. Taking off. En route to their vessel.
The bomb. Make sure it goes with them.
Copy that.
Where are we going? What's going on?
I need you to trust me. Just long enough to get off this planet. Then I'll tell you everything.
Ground all vessels. Nothing in or out. Full lockdown until further notice. Have you found anything new on these people?
We found something. The leader has a daughter. She's based not far from the capital.
The fuse is lit. We're leaving.
Sir, their ship just left.
Put their faces on wanted posters. The leader. Make him the most wanted man. His group not far behind. Send this out immediately. I want every bounty hunter, every informant, every desperate soul in this galaxy looking for them.
Where is his daughter? Get her immediately.
On what charges?
Where is she?
She just crossed the atmosphere and cleared the orbital checkpoint.
Send interceptors immediately. Put her on the wanted list. Same bounty as her father.
So, where are we going?
To find your father.
So that was the story. Let me make the I'll shift back to you know what, whatever. Which one is my favorite? Isn't it cool? So what do we think? Do we like it? Do we like it? Do we like it or not? I like it. And I like it a lot. I mean, there's obviously some details that are like the rough edges and blah blah blah, but I mean they're always rough edges, right? And my goal was to basically kind of make just action that is like, you know, like just bam 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 bam, and then exciting with like visuals and music, and it's something that I want to watch. I mean, I'm sure there are some issues, but overall overall, my personal opinion, if I didn't know who made it, I don't know who made it. Let's say I didn't know who made it and I watched it. Absolutely objectively, not subjectively at all. I would say, wow, that is cool. Okay, I'm joking. But no, real talk. Like and that's why I love it so much. It's super fucking hard. And in the middle of it, I fucking hated it. I didn't want to do it. Like I mean, I'm like, what am I doing? Like when you are like 200 frames deep and like you're looking like sound of thud of like someone walking steps like or like and you're looking for like the perfect like gasp and you're like, the fuck am I doing? But when it's ready, when it's done, like the animatic like this, it's 1,000,000% worth it. So yeah, next step is make it into actual animation and make things move and add color. So I'll need to decide the color, I'll need to polish the story, the timing, lots of work. I already have like the second, third, fourth, I mean all those episodes are like in my head and some of them are parts of it written, but like this one is very important because it'll help me to kind of lock in the workflow. I'm more or less locked it in. I actually like went so far that before I show you, give me your feedback if you have any in the comments, if anyone will watch it, like what do you think about it? And the link to this animatic is in the description if you want to watch it. So because I spent so much money on, I mean not so much, but on some of the subscriptions, and I kind of like decided to add image generation to my own, to the app that I made. One second, let me share. Brave. Yeah, there it is. One sec. Move it here. Not so wide. So basically, so what I did is like I created I added to my app, that the Alchemist app, I added image generation, and how it works is like this is basically like, this is my episode 1, right? And so what I do, I in the editor I write the scenes, right? And then I have a storyboard mode here, and you see I add the for example here I just added the drawings because I built it later. So but you see scene shot 1, 2, 3, 4, and like you see the shots here, and if you want you just rename or like you change something. I mean it was a random image there, and you just like use AI and you generate. You see I added all the models, Nana Banana, and I can choose the screens and close up, extreme wide, eye level. I basically and the style, I locked in the style was blue, with this blue color. So I basically made myself an app. I worked, I completed this episode pre-production, and based on this work I created this workflow of storyboards. And with now I next will be like add video generation. It's cheaper because I get them directly via API with discount, the images. Like, I mean, let me show you. For example, this image cost me 30 cents, and it would cost probably like double of it if I did it through other apps, or even like more than double. So yeah, it's handy to have skills to do this, but it was like a lot of time. I don't recommend it like, hey, you want to make movie, build your own app. No, it's I mean, it's only possible because of Claude Code and like all these tools, but I'm fucking utilizing them as much as I can. Like literally I'm pushing as far as I can, and I will keep pushing. So cool. Now I will focus on reading some books about color, about like other things, and I will go ahead and complete this episode with final touch-ups and final animation and final everything. So yeah, I'm gonna be sharing more. It's hard, okay? My issue is that like I'm really bad at like promoting and marketing, and this, once I'm in a workflow, I do nothing. That's why last time I streamed was 6 weeks ago and I didn't post anything. I don't do Twitter. I don't like Twitter, and I do only YouTube. And so I don't know, man. If I make a video about my process, like video, it'll take time from like making the actual episodes, and I have actual freelance jobs that I need to do to pay the bills. So yeah, that's my big struggle, is that I don't have any audience so far. So I mean, I hope something works out, but yeah, I hope someone will see it. And to the future myself, it was really hard, dude. There was no one watching, but you keep doing it. So yeah, keep doing it. And remember, whenever you're down, that's where we were. We had no one watching. As I'm streaming, no one is watching. But hopefully, I don't care about it. I care more about, I want people to see my story, and I hope it entertains them. That's my goal, to entertain and to kind of like, like take them out, and like, it's like roller coaster. I'm creating an emotional roller coaster. Anyways, hope you learned something, and see you in my next stream. And comment or like text me, message me. My website is there, and watch the animatics, and please comment and give me your feedback. Bye. Thank you. And good luck with your stories if you're trying to do anything. See you in my next stream. Yo.